Okay, guys, I have an urgent call to arms here. It's not about me or Vicky. Everybody's fine. You guys remember my friend Karen that has the ghost town, the one I've been to 3 times? The ghost town was featured on the Travel Channel on a show called Ghost Town Terror. Well, Tim and Sapphire, the host of that show, lied. And as you're going to see in the news broadcast, she said it was a demon hunt. It had nothing to do with the history of the buildings. It had nothing to do with paranormal investigations. It was a demon hunt. And Karen told me herself what they pitched to her when they approached her in the beginning about making the show. She was fine with everything. And then all of a sudden, they flipped it. And she had to think on her feet and just go with it. She's like, hey, this isn't what you told me. You know? This isn't what you told me was going to happen when you brought this to me. I mean, you know? And this is the point of... I know it's kind of not the same thing, but when these idiots like the Crayola kids, Twin Paranormal, Jasco, you know, all these people, when they go to bed and breakfasts, or not bed and breakfasts, I'm sorry, Airbnbs, you know, same thing, which is what Karen has, and you claim that there's a demon there when there isn't, that can hurt their business. That is what is happening to my friend right now. Her balloon payment, she has a GoFundMe, which I will post down below. She has a balloon payment of $375,000 due at the end of this month. It's due at the end of May. If she can get that paid off, there's no more debt associated with that property. She will own it outright. It will be hers to do. If she wants to paint them buildings pink with purple stripes, that's her business. She can do whatever she wants with them. And she is afraid that they're just, if she has to give up her dream, the dream of her children, if she has to give that up, she is afraid that they're just going to take those buildings and just knock them down and level them and build housing there. Like I said, I'm going to put the news broadcast up. I'm going to put the GoFundMe up. Again, I've never asked you guys for anything, ever. Unless it was an emergency. And this time I'm asking, not for myself, but for someone else. Someone I care about. Someone I've known for 8-9 years. Someone who I know in my heart loves this property with everything she has. And has worked her ass off to obtain it. I am going to email a couple of larger creators. And I don't want to do this. I would never do this. I'm calling on bigger creators. Please, please. I'm not asking you to give. If you can't give, great. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. I'm not asking you to give anything. If you can, wonderful. Great. If you can't, please widen the net. Please spread the net farther. My net only goes as far as 500 subs. Beardo, Side-Eye Guy, Judas, Crow, Judas, please, please, I'm begging you, please. Just make a little statement, make a little PSA or a community post, anything. And please attach her GoFundMe to that. Please. I'm begging you. I would never ordinarily ask you guys for anything. Please. This is very important. This is very important. I would love to go back and investigate again. I mean, they have murder mysteries there. They have music festivals there. The show 1928 is filmed there and can no longer be filmed there because of what's happening. And all because her business is suffering, all because of Tim and Sapphire from Ghost Town Terror lied to her about what they pitched to her versus what they actually did when the camera started rolling. Her business is suffering because it, like she says, it turned into a demon hunt. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place. I mean, you guys should come and investigate. I mean, Side-Eye Guy or you know, Beardo or anybody. Chloe, I am gonna... She gets into my earplugs. Chloe? Oh! If you... Beardo, come to America. Crow, come and investigate. You guys will love it. There are animals out there. She has donkeys, horses, cats, dogs, goats, chickens, and turkeys and geese. You name it, she's got it. And it's beautiful. It's so quiet. It is so quiet. When I first met Karen, she told me, this is a place, if you want to come, you come here to disconnect. And when she first had the place, when she first got it, she had no Wi-Fi, right? The service out there was kind of spotty because you're out in the middle of nowhere. This is the place you want to go to disconnect. Get away from the hustle and bustle and the noise of the city and everything. And it's quiet out there. Well, she's got Wi-Fi now because there's no way around it. But you know what I mean? So, please, just, I mean, anything you guys can do, please. I mean, she's even hoping this will reach a investor or someone who says, hey, you know, a philanthropist or someone who, you know, says, hey, I want to do this for you. I'm going to do this for you. You know, and like I said, you know, I don't want no one coming saying, hey, well, how do we know if her balloon payment gets paid? How do we know she's not going to let it lapse again? She didn't let it lapse. And like I said earlier, once this balloon payment is paid off, no more. There's no more debt. Debt is gone. She's contacted just about every bank in Montana, and she cannot find any help. So here is the news broadcast. Here is the post from Karen, and I will post her GoFundMe. I will also post her information, everything you need to know about, you know, her phone number, her everything, you know, you need to know. Okay? Please, just anything you can do. I would hate to see this. You know, this is history here. Like living history here. You know? So, I mean, anything you guys can do. You know, she would be eternally grateful.
Across the state, Montana businesses are trying to find a balance between keeping history alive, supporting tourism, the economy, and increasing development to support a growing population. This balancing act is on full display in the Smelter City, where the owner of a ghost town is on the financial ropes. Josh Margolis has the story.
Located on the northwest side of Anaconda, Gunslinger Gulch is a picturesque site for group gatherings as well as film shoots. But now it's in danger of closing. Karen Broussard bought Gunslinger Gulch in 2019 on a 5-year contract for deed. Walking down the road is like taking a step back in time. The buildings date as far back as 1854 and were brought here in the 1990s to create an Old West mining and ghost town.
It's not often that you come across a property like this that is available. And, you know, it was just kind of the dream and the possibilities of what we could do with this.
It just adds to our beauty, our uniqueness of Anaconda.
Broussard uses the Gulch as a bed and breakfast, a filming location for shows like 1923, and as an event space for music festivals and murder mysteries.
Our murder mysteries vary from 1920s Prohibition era to, you know, the 1800 Old West.
But it's not just the history that brings people to Gunslinger Gulch, it's also the animals. They've got a whole zoo worth, and they've become family.
They all get along. My cats hang out with the chickens all day long. We haven't had any issues with them. You know, the goats, the donkeys, they just roam.
But two factors led to financial struggles. One was the COVID pandemic. The other, a reality television show called Ghost Town Terror, which Broussard thought would be about ghost activity and their interaction with guests.
It turned into a demon hunt. And unfortunately, although demons might be great for TV ratings, it certainly wasn't great for business.
Now, the concern that haunts her is funding, as a balloon payment for around $375,000 is due by the end of May. And no extensions are coming.
If we can get this balloon payment paid off, there is no debt associated with this property at all. That's what we need to pay it off and secure the property.
And Broussard's worst fear, if she's unable to obtain the necessary funding, is for the attraction to be leveled and turned into housing.
It would be a great place to throw up a handful of houses, but it would be a real disservice, I think, to the community.
Broussard started a GoFundMe in a last attempt to find funding in hopes that it might reach the right person, potentially an investor.
It's a passion, it's a heart. It's not just something to make money, but it's something that she wants to give back and to keep our history, our integrity alive.
Reporting in Anaconda, Josh Margolis, NBC, Montana.
Now, you can usually find a little slice of Wild West Americana wherever you look in the Treasure State, but not too many places like the Gunslinger Ranch, where the county jail is a bed and breakfast, and live chickens are there to greet you wherever you walk. But this old-fashioned way of life could be in danger. Hidden away amongst the peaks and valleys of the Anaconda landscape is a portal right back to the 1800s. Reassembled from actual buildings during Anaconda's early days, the Gunslinger Gulch has been home for Karen Broussard since 2019, who bought the area as a means of getting away from the mess of everyday life. Ever since, the Gulch has served as a lodge, hosted numerous events and celebrations, and has been a prime filming location for series like 1923 and Ghost Town Terror. But the good old days could be coming to an end.
We had things lined up, and they fell through at the 11th hour, and unfortunately my contract is due. And, you know, it's a scramble. It's like we've got so much invested in this, and we are out of time.
As Broussard says, her payment on the area is due in May, and setbacks such as the pandemic, Hollywood strike, and concerns about the Gulch's television portrayal as a demon-infested ghost town have severely cut into the number of visitors. As a last-ditch effort, Broussard is asking for the community's help in covering the $375,000 cost, so that the tourist hotspot can continue to give back to the community in turn.
People in this state are not fond of tourism, but the fact is that that is what sustains this state. And a small community like Anaconda especially relies on that. You know, with our customer base, with every film project that we bring in, those people need lodging, they need gas, they need food, they need supplies. It all funnels back into the community. I just hope we can save this place.
My soul is haunted, my heart is stolen. You cannot break what's already broken. I cannot get back time that I borrowed. Life is too short to feel all of the sorrow. I'm in this empty house. I'm not the only one that's here. Me and the spirits now, and the walls are closing in. I've read from peace before. All I know is war. Yeah, I'm just out here living my best life, hey. And I'm just out here chilling, feeling like $1 million, kicking it like it's my birthday, hey. I'm gonna do exactly what I want. I'm gonna sip on something strong, singing. I'm just out here living my best life, yeah, yeah. Alright. You know that I'ma do today like there's no tomorrow. Be cool with everybody now, we ain't about that drama. Work a little less just to play a little more. I don't know about y'all, but one thing I know for sure is I'm just good times with good friends, making good memories. A little bit of sunshine and good vibes, yeah, that's all we need. And we ain't gonna worry, ain't in a hurry. Everything is going our way. We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories. Everybody's moving to the song on the radio. A little Stevie Wonder never hurt nobody's soul. Something about lawn chairs out in the warm air feels like a sacred place.